are Camby-McCaskill, author of Fallow and Her Keeper, and today we're here at Hope for Horses in Leicester, North Carolina. I'm here with the founder, Whitney, and we're going to talk a little bit about Hope for Horses, what they do, what their goal is, and how many horses we have currently here. Can you tell me, how did Hope for Horses get started?
Well, thank you, Laura. Appreciate this. We started in 1999, so over 20 years ago. It really wasn't ever intended to turn into what it has become. I thought it was going to be kind of a little backyard project, and it just snowballed and grew and grew. We are a rescue, rehabilitation, and adoption center. We've handled hundreds of horses through the years. And at this point, we've really broadened our activities to where we're doing other things like we have a hay bank, a blanket bank. Just so we try to help responsible owners when they get in a pinch.
Okay.
So we try to keep horses in homes whenever possible. But we do work with local animal control officers and with horses that are being impounded or seized upon. And but again, primarily we try to help responsible people keep their horses in their homes. But on the flip side of that, adoption is our biggest thing that we do. And we have at this point, we probably have over at least 100 horses in safe adopted homes right now. And these horses live out their lives and die their natural deaths. And then hopefully people come back and adopt another one.
So now, how old does a horse get?
Well, that's interesting. When I was a kid, mid-20s was considered really old, but I think it's kind of like with our geriatric population. With preventative health care, horses are living longer and longer, so we have many in their 30s. We've had two actually in their mid-40s. Typically late 20s, early 30s.
Okay.
So that kind of makes the whole adoption thing a little bit more complicated. You can imagine people making a commitment to a cat or dog for 8 or 10 years, but when a horse is living to be 30 years, well, life happens. So it's harder to get those lifelong commitments for horses.
So now, bringing that up, if, say, something, God forbid, happens and the person can't take care of the horse that they adopted, are they welcome back?
Yes, that's one thing that makes our organization stand out differently than most equine rescues. Once a horse is under what we call the Hope umbrella, they are safe. And that it's kind of one of our biggest problems because horses do get returned, so it kind of bottlenecks our space. But yet, we make that commitment to each and every horse once they're in our possession. So what's exciting right now, we're sitting here on this beautiful property, which we're calling it New Hope. It just kind of stuck. Hope for Horses was created and started in my backyard and was there for 22 years. My kids graduated high school, went off to college, and so I was ready to downsize. So I now live on a farm in Hendersonville. And so this happened pretty quickly. So we had like 30 horses. We had to figure out where are they going to all go. Like, oh my gosh. So we contacted a couple of generous families in the area, and so that's how we've now evolved into 4 different farms. We have our training horses up at a farm in Barnardsville, and so those are the horses that are young and healthy that we want them to be rideable because they'll get the best home and have the best life. So all those horses go up there, and we also offer training and boarding up there. And then our geriatric retired horses are at another farm in Weaverville, so we've got 5 or 6 horses over there. And in the course of all this, we had some wonderful donations, and we were able to actually purchase this land that we've dubbed New Hope, and that's just so exciting. It gives me goosebumps to think that this organization is going to live on long after I'm gone. So yeah, we own everything that's here, which is really exciting.
That's amazing. And how many horses do you have right now?
We typically have about between 25 and 30 horses. Right now we're split up into a couple different properties as we're doing this huge new transition. So presently right now here at what we're calling New Hope, we have about, I think, 5 horses. But by winter we'll be transitioning more and more in, so we'll have probably 20 horses here by this winter.
And during this video you'll get to meet the 5 horses because I'm going to go play with them. If someone had a horse that was in danger, or maybe they just couldn't take care of it anymore, could they contact you guys? Or
yeah, that happens every day.
Okay.
Every day. And we kind of have to assess the situation and see, if it's just a money problem, somebody needs some help, assistance with a veterinarian bill or a farrier bill. We have a program called Horse Match, and that's when the horse is not an absolute dire emergency, but they still want to find a new home. They're moving, their kid's gone to college, whatever. Those horses are on a separate place on our website. And as space becomes available, we take whichever one of those is in the most tricky situation.
So if someone wanted to help Hope for Horses, what would be a good way to help you guys out?
Well, obviously we always need money. There's ways through our website to donate. The only reason we've survived all these years is through volunteer help. We've got a huge volunteer force. We've been doing a lot of work out here. As you'll see as you're walking around, fences been put up and gates are being painted. So yeah, those are the two ways. We need money or we need physical help.
Okay, so if someone wanted to donate, where do they go?
They go to our website, hopeforhorses.org, or through our Facebook page, I believe.
Okay, and I'll put those links down below in this video. If someone wanted to volunteer, what are the requirements?
Well, due to our insurance restrictions, you have to be 18 years of age. We prefer people that have horse experience, but we are always all about education as well. So, given our time and availability, we do workshops for people that don't have as much experience. We always need the handyman, especially right now in this building process. We need those husbands that have got some time on the weekends to come help us build stuff. So right now, as you can see behind me, there's this big, beautiful field. We have plans for a beautiful monitor pole barn over there that we're hoping to build before winter. That's going to be a long stretch, but we need lumber. We need lumber donated. Any kind of building supplies would be fantastic. We're working on that project right now.
I'll leave links below to get in touch with Whitney if you have lumber or anything else in that area that you'd like to donate.
I'd like to introduce, we've had some really exciting news. Thanks to one of our benefactors, we were able to actually hire a real full-time executive director. Oh. I've been our executive director for 21, 22 years, and my skill set is really not in the office. Gina Zachary, come say hi, Gina. She's been our bookkeeper and our webmaster for the last 5 years, but she's taken over. And give us an idea what kind of plans you've got.
Oh, I have lots of plans. It's going to take some time to get them all off the ground, but fundraising, having some events, a barn raising possibly, working with the ASPCA to locate grants that possibly could give us large funding resources.
So as those things progress, she's going to send me links, and I'm going to attach those links on this video. That way if you want to donate or get involved in any way, you'll have all the information that you need.
Our monthly expenses are our veterinarian, our feed, our hay, our farrier, and utilities, porta potty, that kind of stuff. That's about $10,000 a month.
Okay. Yeah. So $10,000 a month to take care of these amazing creatures, and that will add up. So they need all the help that you can give them. Christmas is coming up. Probably by the time this video starts, it will be Christmas. So if you are looking for a place to donate or give gifts, this is the place to do it.
So this is Baby. Just coincidentally today, knowing that Laura was going to be here, we had to have some drama for y'all. She's a 10-year-old Mustang mare who has developed a severely infected left eyeball. Dr. Holly is here today, and she's decided to insert a catheter behind her eyeball so that we can do constant medication. Because eyeballs you have to really treat very aggressively. So, and it's going to be tricky because this is not the nicest horse. She's got some attitude issues. But this will make it where we can administer the medication better. And she came to us when she was only 2 weeks old. Her mother was a Mustang that was missing her left eye and had been severely abused by some meth dealers. So she's been with us for quite a while, and she was adopted out once but got returned because of the owner's medical condition that developed. And so she's just hanging out now, trying to work on her manners. This is Outlaw. He is a 19-year-old Tennessee walking horse. We got him about a year ago. He was a starvation case, if you can imagine. Super sweet guy. It's amazing how forgiving these animals are. He's got some stifle injuries, which is kind of like your inner thigh. on his back leg, so he's not sound to be ridden. So he's just hanging out here at Hope, enjoying his life and being a great little help with our volunteers. This is Grace. She is a 30-year-old Pasofino mare. We got her also, sadly, as a starvation case. It's ridiculous how prominent that is in western North Carolina, as lush as our terrain is. She has dropped rear fetlocks, which made her unrideable the last several years. So again, she's just retired here and is just hanging out. Super sweet. Okay, this is Joey. He is almost 40 years old. He's kind of a dirty, fluffy mess right now because it rained. He's been our mascot for Hope for Horses for many, many years. He's been to almost every elementary school, adoption event, car show, you name it. Many bars downtown. He has bilateral uveitis, so he's gradually going blind. And we just feel like he's ready to just retire and not have to be hauled to events in town anymore. So he's just hanging out. This is Willow. She is a 10-year-old speckled mini. She's going to take Joey's place as our new mascot. We're actually going to try and get her certified as a companion animal so that we can even go into nursing homes, which will be fun. She has never been abused or neglected. She came to us through medical complications with her previous owner, and they just wanted to make sure she had a safe forever spot, and we thought this is perfect timing. Oh, I'm sorry, babe. Perfect timing